This past week has marked a turning point in my service to the divine. I have sworn 2 new oaths, each binding me closer to the path that Talos has set before me. The first is to the Fighters Guild, an honorable brotherhood whose work mirrors much of my own calling, hunting outlaws, striking down beasts that prey upon the weak, and lending our arms in service to the citizens of the Empire. The gold they offer for such work is not an end in itself, but a means by which I may continue my mission, supplying my journeys and aiding the needy without falter. The second oath carries a weight I once feared to bear. I have at last joined the Imperial cult. For years, I delayed, convincing myself I was unworthy of such a charge, that I had not yet proven myself before the 9. But Talos has strengthened my spirit, and I now walk with the certainty that this responsibility is not a burden, but a calling. With the blessing of the Most High and the support of 2 steadfast and lawful orders, I feel the foundation of something greater taking shape. Perhaps now I can sow seeds that will outlast my own days and bring lasting order to a land that has suffered far too long beneath the yoke of heresy and lawlessness. Talos commands. I obey.
Hello and welcome back to some more Tamriel Rebuilt with Tiberius Imbrex. Today we make our way to the grand city of Old Ebonheart, because Balfoyen, while seemingly a nice town, doesn't really seem to have a lot of work for us at the moment. There's no Imperial cult. I don't think there's any Legion quests here, and we've exhausted our options here with Naras. We need to be a higher rank to do the rest of his quest line. So I went ahead and reinstalled the Dynamic Actors mod. I had it on a little bit for Kalia, but I had some gripes with it. I actually think they fixed most of the problems I had with it, including NPCs making the same 5 poses again and again, which was a big one. Seemed to not do it as often as they did before. And then my other complaint was when you were talking to someone like this, people in the background would say things and it would clog up the dialogue boxes here. They don't do that anymore. I think they fixed that as well. So I figured we would try it out for a little bit. If I end up not liking it again, we can always get rid of it, but I do like what it adds. But before we really step out of Balfoyen, there's a couple things I want to do. First, I want to go to this alchemy shop right here because it has some of the best potions in the entire game, I feel like, that you can buy. Lots of exclusives, lots of quality. So we're going to see what we can get here. I'd love to get like a decent supply of restore fatigue potions. That seems to be our biggest problem at the moment. And look at that, 7 exclusive restore health potions. That's so good. Like it's almost worth marking this location and coming back to it every time you need to buy potions, because she just has some of the best. It is going to cost a lot of our money, which I'm not crazy about, but we have some stuff to sell to other merchants. We can also, I guess she doesn't really buy a lot of stuff, but I think it's worth spending that kind of money on potions like this. So we're going to do that. I was also told that there is someone in the Temple of the 9 Divines here, the Temple of Mara, that sells good spells, and we just didn't see them. So I'm going to go poke my head back in there again. I swear I talked to everyone, but there could have been someone tucked away that I did not notice. The only person we couldn't buy spells from was the main lady, who seemingly we need to be a higher rank to buy spells from. I don't know if they were talking about her or if there is just someone else in there selling spells. Again, I'm still looking for a restore fatigue spell. That would be a big help for us. Be able to convert basically mana potions into fatigue. Yeah, so this lady sells spells, but not to us because we're not a high enough rank. This guy sells spells, and we looked at all of his stuff. I don't think this lady sells them, no. So that's everyone upstairs here. She doesn't train anything. She's just a legionnaire. Oh, this guy sells spells. Oh, I didn't see that before. Okay, well, what does he have? Restore fatigue. Boom. There you freaking go. Perfect. Oh, and he's got restore attribute spells. Ooh. Finally. This is what we needed. Yeah, I walked right past this guy. Or maybe I just saw the barter part. Do you have any potions? Yeah, he has some decent ones. I kind of want to save our money, though. You also sell stuff. You kind of sell junk. Okay. Well, dang, I'm glad we came back here because those are exactly the kind of spells I wanted. We should, at some point, hotkey some of our stuff. I think I did that at the very beginning, but we could make some custom spells here for restore attribute kind of stuff. But honestly, strength is the major one, right? Usually that's the stat you don't want to get drained and you want to fix as soon as possible. Everything else for us is kind of, we don't want it to be drained, but it's not the end of the world if it is drained. All right, well, I'm really glad we checked back in there. I'm going to walk to Old Ebonheart, so we need to get to the other side of town. And I think we'll do some dungeon clears on the way. I gotta assume there's a couple of dungeons from here to Old Ebonheart. Did we do any dungeon clearings last time? I don't think we did, which is kind of crazy because I'm pretty sure every other video we've done at least one dungeon. It's kind of been the staple of the series here. Okay, just very, very quickly, I stuck my head in the Fighters Guild because not only was it nighttime, which I've mentioned it before, I'm a little tired of traveling at night, but we were also actually pretty tired. So, let's start off on the right foot, make sure we don't have any penalties before we head out. And now it should be nice and at least a little bit brighter. It's still pretty early in the morning. Tiberius seems like the kind of guy who gets up at 5 or 6 anyways. Okay, so we're just gonna head eastward. We should be able to get to Old Ebonheart just on foot, headed this way. It's not too far away from Balfoyn, at least if I recall correctly. I think it's like right here-ish. So we'll get there in no time, no rush. Now that we have those spells, honestly, I'm not in a big rush at all to get to Old Ebonheart. That was one of the main reasons I wanted to go there, is like to hope that the temple had something good. I guess we want to head this way. It's kind of interesting. The signs don't point you that way, but you can get to Old Ebonheart going this way. Maybe it's just not a main road. The first enemy of the day. I saw a mud crab this morning. Horrible creatures. There's actually Balfoyn right there with the Dunmer ruin right outside the city. There's Vivek. I love the draw distance I've sort of landed on here because you can see real far, and that makes the world, especially when you have Tamriel rebuilt, feel very massive, and I kind of love it. So what is this? This is just like an outpost? Oh no, Golmok. Where's Old Ebonheart? Hello? Yes, Imperial, if you don't mind, you're blocking my view. I'm Ayer Silvani, the wife of Bull Silvani. So, fun fact, my game just crashed, and I've said it before, but I don't think my game has ever actually crashed with OpenMW. So, that's kind of terrifying. It almost makes me want to get rid of dynamic actors, because that is the one change we've done here, is installing dynamic actors. I'm not saying that's the cause of our crash, but okay, well, give me a second here to walk back to where we were. That's extremely annoying. I hadn't saved for a while either. Thankfully, I still have my spells. So of course, in this alternate reality, the day is a lot cloudier and doesn't look as nice. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's hope it doesn't crash again. Otherwise, we're going to be having some problems. No more dynamic actors ever again. I'm going to quick save just in case. It better not crash again. Yes, Imperial, if you don't mind, you're blocking my view. I'm Ayer Silvani, the wife of Bull Silvani. Together we preside over the business of Golmok. You might recognize our manor as the only quality structure in this entire hamlet. You have a very high opinion of yourself, don't you? Okay, I think that's actually Old Ebonheart over there. Okay, I do see maybe an ancestral tomb over here that we can go cleanse of evil. What is this? Ilvi Ancestral Tomb. All right, let's get a purging. And immediately run out of fatigue. Perfect. Hello. Just going to close that while I get my fatigue back up again. Is that okay? Oh, actually, we have a spell, which is kind of a funny spell because your cast chance is lowered when you don't have fatigue, but you're trying to get fatigue from the spell. Seems kind of counterintuitive there. Maybe it's just good for like topping off your stamina. CV intervention. I would never use something like that. It's like praying to a false god to save you. This is actually a pretty nice ancestral tomb. Oops, I did not mean to loot all that crap in there, but I guess we'll take it. Guess we'll head down next. Holy crap. Skeleton army. Okay, well, we have some fatigue potions, thankfully. Lots of them, actually. Dang, dude. And a Bone Lord who summoned more skeletons? This might actually be a place of evil. Alright, let's get rid of the Riff Wrath so we can get to the Bone Lord. Holy crap, we're about to die. That hit just came out of nowhere. Alright, well, let's drink some very powerful potions and hope it's enough to survive. Let's also put our helmet on. No, it is not. We are dead. Dang. Okay. Let's try this again and maybe watch our health a little bit closer here. We could even chug a health potion just to top ourselves off. Always a smart idea. At least we're getting some good levels here. Heavy armor 50, that's good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want the freaking Bone Lord to get close to me. He's gonna hit me with some spell just like that. Get a restore health exclusive though. That'll let us tank through the poison. Ooh, we're also getting shot in the back. I didn't even hear that. Where'd you come from? Man, that poison spell lasts a long time. Oh, okay, there we go. Bone Lord. Nothing too good. A prayer wheel. Okay. What does that do for us? We need to push them all. Indoril drum. Okay. A gong too? Cool. I don't understand these heretics and their worship, but... Nordic ringmail and a steel shield. That's kind of strange to find in an ancestral tomb. Why would there be Nordic steel down here? This place looks pretty cool. Okay, well, unless I'm like missing something there. Ooh, urn chamber? Why does it say urn chamber all over this place? Maybe this place is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. We can keep going though. Should walk so our fatigue is high enough. Okay. This place must be pretty important based on the amount of undead that are here. Let's drink some more fatigue potions and possibly a health potion. Make sure we're not getting shot in the back again. And enemies with shields are super annoying. You have to like bust their shield basically to ever get a single hit through. I wish I was that good at blocking. When I use a shield, I block like once every 10 attacks. Dang, dude. Dang, dude. Why are these skeletons so much tougher than the other ones? Oh, at least we took out that one. I don't know if he's the one with the enchanted weapon. Must be one of these guys. That's one reason I kind of like that loot mod, is it does make enemies more difficult by giving them like random enchantments like this. Okay. Dang, these guys are tough. Be nice if we could hit. There we go. Jeez. Why are you so much tougher than everybody else? Ooh, a skeleton champion. That's probably why. And he was draining my speed attribute, so that actually really wasn't affecting combat at all. Let's hearth heal maybe? Nope. 2 failures in a row. There we go. Expensive amulet, firebite sword, some bone meal stuff. Pretty low value weapons and armor in here. Take the pearl, I guess. Okay, so we can go 2 different directions. I don't know which one's the better direction. Maybe seems like you can drop down there. Okay, well, we'll go the other way then. Only drop down if we have to. Are you going to be a skeleton champion too? Is that why you have a dagger and a lot of health? Definitely. Okay, let's get a fatigue potion and let's switch to our sword and shield. Just to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, he looks giant too. Oh, good, a greater bone walker. At least we have a restore strength spell, you know? Might not be the best solution, but at least it's a solution. Okay, well, I'm gonna sit here for a second and continue to restore my health and fatigue. I'm surprised he didn't attack us. Okay. What's in here? A ghost. We'll shut the door so we don't get backstabbed. This place is gigantic. Mixed unit tactics, orcish helm. We'll take that. Some interesting Indoril amulet. Some interesting loot in this place. Not what you would expect to find. Orcish and a Dunmer ancestral tomb. All right, there you are. And you're not a summon. You're like the legit bone walker here. And of course you hit me, but at least we can deal with it. Okay. Let's try it out. Restore strength. We need some magic potions though. Does cost quite a bit of magic. Did I get rid of it? Nice, I love it. So freaking good. We've needed that spell for so long. Okay, so we can keep going down. And down. Okay. Urn chamber. I guess we'll just keep going. Does this also lead to the urn chamber? It does. Does this also lead to the urn chamber? No, it leads to the depths. That's good. Lots of different sections. Okay. Well, before we go into either of those sections, let's double back, head this way. Figured there'd be someone over here. Taxing steel daikatana, huh? I guess we should have dropped some stuff off. I didn't think this place would be so big. Oh, I almost walked right through. Urn chamber. Oh my gosh, man. And depths. Okay, let's do the urn chamber first. It seems like it's the second floor and the depths are the third floor. That makes sense to me. Ooh. That's interesting. This room is kind of isolated by itself over here. Robe of shadow form. Constant effect. Sun damage, 1 point. That sucks. Resist normal weapons, 25. Weakness to magic, 75. And chameleon, 25. I don't feel like that's actually worth wearing beyond just trying to sneak around. Because if you're indoors sneaking, you're not going to take sun damage. And you're probably not fighting anyone. So that chameleon could be good. We'll take it. Some scrolls. Nice. Take those too. It's pretty tempting to grab this mortar and pestle here. So maybe we will, but we'll drop it if we need the extra carrying capacity. I do want to do alchemy. I really do. Okay, so is each urn chamber its own kind of sectioned off cell? Is that what's going on? We can try it again. Let's head to this urn chamber. Maybe a handbook for the devout. What kind of devout? Temple devout. I'm not interested. I will take your 36 lessons of Vivek, though. Ooh, a restore fatigue amulet. That's pretty good, too. I like that. Got some good methods of restoring fatigue now. Okay, this way looped me around to a room full of skeletons. I feel a little tricked. Okay. Not good that we're getting knocked down already. What happens if we go in here? Okay, this is the same room we were just in. It's just an alternative exit. Okay, we're gonna go back in here. Jeez, man. These skeletons are pretty tough. Heal up a little bit. All right. Get rid of you. Kind of want to go take out the archer. He's kind of causing some trouble here. There we go. Now we can fight one-on-one. Like the 9 divines intended. There you go. Yeah, so this place is getting confusing. Yeah, so this all just leads to the same room. What's down here? Or I guess up here. This place is kind of like a maze. I feel like these are the worst kind of dungeons to show on the in a video like this because it's confusing for me, and so I gotta assume it's gonna be a million times more confusing for you to watch. So I apologize for that. If it's just nonsensical walking around and you don't really know where we are, it's because I don't really know where we are, so. Ooh, an expensive skirt. I'm okay with wearing those because we're kind of going the Legion route. So if we look cool wearing a Imperial looking skirt, I'm down for it. Actually just got another one. Honestly, this could look pretty cool if we didn't have the sort of skirt from our Curus here. How about this one? This is the Necrom one. That looks pretty cool too. We'll have to hold on to them and wait until we get some new armor. It's kind of crazy. I haven't found like an armor upgrade for us. I do kind of like Tiberius's look though. It's very iconic at this point in my mind, but I wouldn't mind getting something a little better. Maybe some ebony. That would be sick. If we found like Orcish, I actually don't think we would switch to it though. We were using an Orcish like claymore, but Orcish armor? I don't know about that. Okay, well, I am going to head into this, maybe? I think we've explored all of the urn chambers. Yeah, this just has some random junk. So let's head into the depths. Right here, I gotta assume this is the same. No, just 2 ghosts and a bone lord. Okay, well, if we know that is going to be what we're fighting here, let's use our amulet of stamina. I love it. I love all of our new methods of getting stamina. Let's use our amulet of health as well. All right, I'm feeling a little bit more confident here. Weakness to magic. That's what really makes it suck. Because the sun damage, as long as you're in a dungeon, it's okay. But weakness to magic, that basically makes you a high elf, and who wants to be that? Okay, we should be able to kill the ghosts easily. No, these are gigantic ghosts. We just took a pretty powerful spell to the face, so we're about to die. We can try to out-heal it, though. Don't want him getting too close to us. Right, can we get rid of one of the ghosts? Nice, I'll take it. And we're about to take a bunch of damage again. Let's also get a good fatigue potion going so we can stand up a little faster. Get rid of you. I wonder if this is like a quest dungeon. I'm kind of getting that vibe based on the enemies here and just how difficult it is. He just drained. Oh no, he gave us a disease. Astral vapors. That's annoying. Just lost all of our magicka. Should still be able to kill him though. Maybe this is a pretty evil place. I don't know. Bone Lord Warder. This place looks pretty sick. That looks like Oops, I just picked up all of his junk. That looks like the Oblivion symbol, doesn't it? That kind of looks like a J. I don't know what that looks like. There's a lot of candles in here. What sort of ritual is going on in here? There's some gold coins by some of these candles too. But why? Well, it seems like all of these depth sections are sectioned off as well from each other. So we're gonna have to go to a couple of different ones, I guess. This place is kind of crazy. Okay, was this way a direction we could go? Maybe? We could still always drop down. I don't know what's going on down there. Was this also a depth? All the way down here? Yes, okay, let's go in here. I think don't we have Cure Disease on ourselves? Yeah, but you need magic to cast it. And Astral Vapors removes your magic. They kind of got us there. Do we have a Cure Disease potion? We do. But it's a spoiled one. So it'll drain our strength for a little bit. That's kind of annoying. Now we can't move. Well, no, we can't wait around either. Well, give me a second, I guess. Okay, there we go. Feeling a little bit better. What's this? A broom closet. Perfect. Just what we were looking for. Ancestral tomb. Where's this lead? I don't know. We'll have to come back to that. Is there anything else in here? Falling first barrier ring. We actually have... Don't we have that ring? Or something very similar? Yeah, we have this exact ring. We can take it because it's worth something. We can just sell it. Okay, it's doing that thing where it won't let me actually break the lock on this, so we're gonna have to use unhinging scroll and hope we get it. There we go. Nice, some gems. Stone flower. Kind of a nice looking shirt. I kind of like it. We'll take it. What's our shirt right now? I mean, it's enchanted, but we never use the enchantment, so we'll change shirts. Okay, this is also leading out in a different direction. But seemingly, yes, somewhere else. This place is very confusing. Okay, so it just wraps around. That's fine. We'll head into here since it's more depths. Yeah, this has to be a quest dungeon. Otherwise, it's just a very intricate, random dungeon you run into. I kind of like it. Okay. Anything here? Indoril Gloves. We could grab them. Maybe. We're kind of running out of carrying capacity here. Get rid of you. What is this? More depths. Another storage closet looking place. I feel like we've explored most of the dungeon though, actually. To die here, that's not good. This is like the alchemy closet or something. Yeah, chests seem to have the biggest problem with unlocking, so we're just gonna use this. Nice. True wax, that's pretty valuable. Bunch of potions, what are these? Potion of Mark and Recall, I mean, sure. Feather, Rising Force, Night Eye, Feather, Rising Force, Jump. Those are all pretty good. But once again, we're over encumbered. We can maybe drink some water, eat some food. We'll get rid of the Necrom skirt. I don't see us using that. We're not really that type of person. So, yeah, I mean, we can go... Ooh, what's this? We have not been in here. And I can tell that because there's 15 million skeletons waiting to kill me. We are mildly tired, which is crazy. We must have been in here for a very long time. And cold. Yeah, why are we cold? We're taking a lot of penalties for being cold right now. Oh my gosh, look at all these skeletons in here. And another super powerful Bone Lord guy. Oh, we're Dealing some damage to him. Oh, okay, but he's dealing damage to us. A lot of damage. Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. Yep, there you go. 50 skeletons, they got me. I feel like it's almost better for us to go out here rather than get trapped in that corner there. Oh, we're paralyzed, so this was not better. Someone has a paralysis weapon. And it's probably from that mod that I was just kind of praising, that I like that it makes enemies tougher. It does indeed. Gives them paralysis weapons when they normally most likely wouldn't have it. Oh my gosh, dude. These skeletons are big too, some of them. We just keep walking into more. This one's a mage. As long as we're not fighting the Bone Lord, yep, that's the one I'm afraid of. Yeah, that guy has a paralysis staff, a wooden staff of peace. Lovely. Well, I don't think we have any paralysis cures, so I think we're just dead here. Oh, yeah. This could prove challenging here. And that guy with the staff is kind of derailing all of my plans. So we're gonna go in here. We're going to put down. Well, no, I was gonna say we can't even do that because there's enemies here. Let's say we could try to sleep. Okay. So I'll make a mental note, maybe. How do you do this? There you go. Skeleton army. So we kind of know how to get back to where we are. Let's explore the rest of the place. I figured we were pretty much done. I guess we could go in here and wait, right? Yeah. So let's put down a bedroll. Seems like a great place to sleep. And we'll sleep for a little bit. We could level up here. It's not the best set of multipliers, but we would get more strength, more endurance, and a little bit more agility. I might do it. Yeah, why not? That'll give us a little bit more edge here. We're also no longer cold, which is good. So we return back. This place is crazy. We return back to here. What do we have scroll-wise? We have Fortify Attack and Fatigue and Health. That's pretty good. Reflect. We could throw that on ourselves. Shield. Command Creature. That's not a bad idea either. We could try to command the paralysis staff guy. That might be smart. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the play. We also have a summon spell, but I don't know if Tiberius would actually use it because, come on, summoning Daedra, that seems pretty evil to me. No matter how you twist it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to use Reflect. We're going to use Shield. Going to get out the command spell and try to pick staff guy off. There he is, actually down there. Oh my gosh, look how many enemies there are. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, holy moly. This is not going well. And then you get knocked down and it's going worse. At least we're not paralyzed, but we can't freaking move, so we might as well be paralyzed. I was kind of hoping to get the guy with the staff, but he's... There he is. Oh no. Oh no. There's like 80 skeletons in here, man. I don't want to surrender. I want to win this. Maybe we could command the Bone Lord. You think he's level 20? He might be level 20. That work? I think he's higher than level 20. Okay. Good to know. Come on, where's the guy with the freaking paralysis staff? I know he won't paralyze the, is it you? It might be that one. I know he won't paralyze anyone because skeletons or undead are like immune to paralysis, I think, but if he's not paralyzing us, right? Maybe we just take anyone we can get here. All right, we got that one to fight for us. At the very least, he's a mage, so he'll cast some spells, and we immediately get hit by the paralysis guy and die. He's the big problem here. It's not anything else. It's the paralysis guy. I mean, I'm not saying we can kill 20 skeletons, but the paralysis guy is definitely not helping. neither are these skeletons that are shooting enchanted arrows, but you know, we can deal with skeletons shooting enchanted arrows. We can't deal with paralysis. Speak of the devil. Did I get him? I think I actually got him. Nice. Okay, we also have that scroll that heals a bunch and gives us a bunch of fatigue. We can also throw down. Even if they kill that skeleton with the paralysis, that's what we want. Because now he's not paralyzing us. I think he's dead. Nice. But I think we are also about to die. Did we have any other scrolls that were particularly worth using other than this one? We can have it ready in case we need it. This is going better. This is going better. I'm liking this so far. This guy kind of has like infinity health, but not a lot I can do about that. Okay, we're taking a bunch of damage. We're also not at our top of our fatigue, so we're missing a lot. We can just take out a couple each time we round about. We can do this, I believe. I believe. Not really, but you know, I gotta say I can, otherwise what's the point of this series, right? We'll just sit in our house all day and never leave. That guy has so much health. Okay, I know you're about to hit me. Let's heal up before you do that. I don't even think there's like good loot here, but there could be. You never know. Might be some super secret loot that'll carry us for the rest of the series, or there might just be some bone dust. You just never know with ancestral tombs. That's part of the fun, I guess. I feel like Tamriel Rebuilt is actually pretty good about giving you good rewards for hard dungeons, but I'm not seeing anything unless that guy has something really good on him. Not looking too hot in that department. We're doing this though. The paralyzed guy is down, so you know, it's kind of just us versus them. They do have a lot of freaking health though. We could switch to the two-hander. That would deal more damage, but then we wouldn't be blocking. I feel like the level has helped us a lot here too. Just being able to hit a little harder and having a little bit more health. We're gonna do this, man. We will cleanse this place of evil. All right, I feel comfortable using the scroll now. Well, never mind, I'm gonna die here. Okay, let's use the scroll. It'll give us some health, it'll give us some fatigue, and we just got astral vapors again. Gosh dang it. Stupid bone lords, man. Oh no, that's not good. We're gonna die here. Just gotta out heal the knockdown. Okay, I might switch to the sword. Let's do it. Get the claymore out. Hit harder. What are the claymore stats? So it's pretty good at everything except for thrusting is where it's the weakest. So we want to try to get, yes, different attack angles like this. Wow, this is shredding that bone walker. Ooh, yeah, that, oh yeah, all right. Smooth sailing from here on out. Not afraid of a ghost and a couple skeletons, even if he keeps summoning skeletons. Okay, maybe I should be. I'm almost dead. Every time I talk smack, we're using all of our potions for this, though. That's kind of not good, but I'm hoping it'll be worth it. Just you and me, just me. All right. Oh man, we did it. Finally. Spend this whole freaking video in this dank dungeon. I thought we were gonna get to Ebonheart. Okay, was it worth it? Staff of the Blessed Velk Herd. It's worth a lot. It heals you when you strike people with it. It commands low-level creatures. Oh, good. We summoned a Dremora Lord for picking up an opal. Not the staff, no. The opal. I guess I should have expected this. I don't even know if I saved after we killed everything. Well, maybe we can just kill him quick. See, this place is full of evil things. Sure, they only came here when we entered the building, but you don't consort with Dremora Daedra Lords if you're a good person. Come on. Dang, get wrecked, dude. Okay. A Velk Nectar Sac. I don't really want that. Yeah, so I guess cast when strike. So it's not even like a spell. It's just you can whip this out. Wow, look at the charge on that. And command low-level creatures and heal yourself. I mean, that's a lot of healing. 20 points for 1 second. Wait. Cast on touch. So it's not... Is it not even healing you? It's healing the person you're smacking? It says in 5 feet, so maybe it hits you. Maybe it heals the enemy too? I don't know if that's actually good or not. We're also, you know, I mean, blunt weapons are one of our skills, but staffs in this game just kind of suck when it actually comes to combat, so... was there anything else in here? Not really. Not, Helm CV Ring, we'll probably sell that. Staff of Peace, a paralysis staff. I feel like that's almost better. Paralysis is like busted OP, but I don't know if the one we got is good. I feel like I just don't understand what it's actually going to do. I understand the blessed Velk herd, so maybe it's, you know, to herd the Velk, you hit them, it commands them, and it heals them so they don't actually die. But like, I don't see that actually being useful in combat. Okay, I have no idea how to get out of here. I've lost my way at this point. Man, this is, this dungeon was a little bit more than I expected it to be. Just a little bit. I think we have, like, cleared out everything, though, at this point. I think I actually found the exit. Nice. That's night. We were in there for, like, 3 days. Okay, all right. We got this. Nice paper lantern right there. A coin. All right. We're, like, diseased and stunted magic and all these horrible things, but we are going to be heading to Old Ebonheart soon, so we can get cured there at least. Yeah, I feel like I want to go smack something with this to see what it does. If it heals us, that's pretty good. Good way to heal yourself. If it just heals the enemy, pretty much pointless. Yes. And now he is working for us. Okay. Yeah, I think it's like a shepherd's staff, and that's how he gets the Velk to follow him with the command creature, and it heals them so they're never actually hurt. How long does it last? 180 seconds, so it's a 3-minute follow me staff. That's actually really, really funny. It's not very useful, but it's pretty funny. Well, I guess we got a rat buddy. I don't think he'll follow us off this, though. That is hilarious. It's worth a lot. We could just sell it. I'm not exactly thrilled about it, more than it just being funny. It's not practical for us. I wonder if this is a quest item. That seems like very, very specific. The only thing that I could think would be funny, I wish that it commanded a higher level creature, is you could get a bunch of creatures to fight for you, and then I think they would go through a loading door, so you could like go into a dungeon with a bunch of rats and stuff to help fight for you. That could be funny. We're almost there. We took the alternate route, but we are almost there. And it's only been like 50 minutes. Oh, we're being attacked by a creature. Can we make it like us? Well, no, because we don't have any fatigue and our blunt weapon's not amazing. There we go. You work for me now. Is he actually following us? Yeah, he is. I can finally live out my dream and become Aquaman. Command the creatures of the sea to work for me. It has to be related to a quest. Like some farmer is like, hey, all my Velk keep disappearing. Go get this staff so I can keep them in line. Something like that. Ah, we have a best friend. Isn't he so cute? Okay, how do we get actually out of this water here? I don't know if we can from this side. We could just use a Rising Force potion. I'm feeling a little lazy, so I think that's what we're gonna do. It's too bad the fish doesn't float out with us. That'd be hilarious. See you later, little fishy. This is a good pacifist weapon if you're trying to avoid fighting enemies the whole game. Good way to get around a lot of creatures you run into. Old Ebonheart, Imperial civilization in this wretched, wretched land. Feels good to be kind of home. Good, strong Imperial walls. Imperial guards to protect the people. It almost reminds me of Cyrodiil. Hello?
What do you want?
Not so close. I don't want to catch what you've got. Okay. Dang, are you not going to give me actual dialogue? You're just going to keep saying that. So annoying. There we go. Welcome, champion. I am Fentis of the Census and Excise Office. If you're heading into the city, please let me know if you'd like to declare goods before traveling further. If you plan on entering the city, you should know that there is a very strict list of regulated items that must be registered and taxed by the Census and Excise Office before entering the city. Ebony and Dunmer items are protected property of the Emperor, and trade in such goods is controlled under Imperial law. Skooma and moon sugar are illegal to distribute under all circumstances. If you have either category of item, please proceed into the customs office around the corner and speak with the clerk there. All right, we can go talk to her. We don't have any of those items. So we do have ebony, but it's okay because it's not ebony ore. This is the old Ebonheart Customs Office. Are you here to declare goods you have on our contraband list? For our records, I'll need to ask you a few simple questions on what you plan on bringing into the city. Don't worry about what I'm writing down, just answer truthfully and we'll get through this together. Do you have greater than or equal to 3 standard segments of ebony ore? Nope. Do you currently possess Dwemer items with an estimated market value greater than or equal to 2,000? No. Are you currently in possession of either of the substances known as moon sugar or skooma? No. Excellent. Let me do some quick calculations to see how much you owe. You owe absolutely nothing. Please take this document as proof of your cooperation and please proceed through the door to the north, and remember that buying or selling regulated materials is directly prohibited under a number of Imperial statutes. Have a great day. The north door, I guess the way we came, so okay. Ah, man, that was quite the freaking journey. And all of it self-inflicted. Okay, we can stop at the tavern here. Let's go get cured of this disease, huh? We definitely need it.
Stay out of trouble and you'll have none from me.
And what god is this temple dedicated to, I wonder? Wouldn't you know it? It's Talos. It's almost like we were meant to come here. Hello. To pay respects to the greatest of all the 9. Altar of Talos. 5 gold, all right. To Talos, whose endeavors fills the hearts of men. It didn't actually cure our disease. Maybe we have to use a regular shrine for that. No, that's a restore attributes. Cure disease, there we go. But I think I am going to end the video there for today. That dungeon ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it would. And I don't really want to start Old Ebonheart without the proper time to give it an introduction. We might do some Imperial Cult quests here. We might do some Fighters Guild stuff here. We could also join the Legion here, I think, but they might send you somewhere else like they usually do. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Good old dungeon crawl. We got a staff that is pretty worthless for our line of work, but I will try to make it somewhat useful if I can. Yeah, next time we'll explore Old Ebonheart. We'll pay our respects to Talos as one does. Look at that. That's some sick freaking stained glass. Anyways, if you've made it this far and enjoyed this content, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help the channel immensely. Other than that though, thank you for watching and peace out.